students, this is Rita Oshan once again from Chalukya Academy, and today our topic is the story My Greatest Olympic Prize by Jesse Owens. This story is autobiographical in nature because Jesse Owens has penned down his thoughts and experiences at the Berlin Games held in 1936. Jesse Owens was the son of a sharecropper and grandson of a slave. He had nicknames like Black Magic and the Buckeye Bullet because of his tremendous speed. His original name was J.C. Owens, meaning James Cleveland Owens. He got the name Jesse because of his teacher, who understood it as Jesse when she asked him his name, and he pronounced it with a strong southern accent. He won 3 track and field events at 1933 National Interscholastic Championship. He shot to prominence when he won the Ohio State University Championship for 3 consecutive years. He suffered racial segregation at university. So much so, he wasn't allowed to live or eat with his mates when they were traveling. He was supposed to eat at an all blacks restaurant or stay at an all blacks hotel. He set the new Olympic record of 26 feet 5 upon 16 inches at Berlin Olympics, though his previous world record was 26 feet 1 upon 4 inches in 1935. He had practiced for 6 long years for the Olympic Games to be held at Berlin. He was a nationally recognized sprinter who had set records in 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters relay as well as the long jump at the Olympic Games held at Berlin. He was a chain smoker and he died of lung cancer in the year 1980. The next important character in the story is Luz Long. Luz Long was a German athlete. He was tall, had a lean muscular frame, was extremely handsome with blue eyes, blonde hair and a chiseled face. He was supposed to be Hitler's trump card. He was trained at Nazi youth school but did not possess any of the sly characteristics of the Nazis. He did not believe in the supremacy of the Germans. He was a keen observer, and that is how he could figure out that something was bothering Jesse. He was worried, anxious, frustrated, and there had to be a reason for it. He valued friendship more than victory and wasn't afraid of his leader Adolf Hitler. He encouraged and comforted Jesse when he was unable to cross a psychological hurdle. He was humble and had qualities of a true sportsman. Adolf Hitler, who was a leader of the Germans, believed in the Aryan supremacy and had declared that the Germans were a master race. He believed that the Germans had the power to rule others and were entitled to expand territorially. He believed that the Germans were unconquerable. He had kept Luz Long under wraps and wanted to expose him only at the Berlin Games. During that time, the nationalistic feelings were at an all-time high because of the Aryan supremacy theory. Adolf Hitler wanted Germany to win as he felt that none could surpass the Germans. Let's come to the story in a nutshell now. Jesse Owens had practiced for 6 years for the 1936 Olympics. He wanted to prove Adolf's theory wrong. Luz Long was kept under wraps by Hitler. When Jesse reached the stadium, he saw a wave of German nationalism. Jesse was enraged and determined to beat Luz Long. He fouled because of overexcitement and anger. Luz pointed out his error and guided him. They both spent 2 hours with each other. Jesse won the gold medal in long jump at the finals. Luz was the first one to congratulate him. They both had struck a friendship which would last for life. Now, coming to the story in detail. Jesse had practiced for 6 long years for 1936 Olympics, and he had created a world record in 1935. He was confident that he would win the Berlin Olympics hands down. It was the summer of 1936. The Olympic Games were being held in Berlin. Hitler very childishly had insisted that his performers were members of a master race, and the nationalistic feelings were at an all-time high. Jesse wasn't worried at all, for he had trained hard for almost 6 years with the games in mind. While he was traveling, his only thoughts were on at least 2 gold medals. He had his eyes specially on the running broad jump. As a second-year student at Ohio State University, he had set the world record of 26 feet 8 1/4 inches, and everyone kind of expected him to win the Olympic event hands down. When he reached Berlin, he was in for a surprise, because when the time came for the broad jump trials, he was surprised to see a tall boy hitting the pit at almost 26 feet on his practice leaps. He turned out to be a German boy called Luz Long, and Jesse was told that Hitler had kept him under wraps, evidently hoping him to win the jump. Jesse guessed that if Long won, it would add some support to the Nazi Aryan superiority theory. After all, Jesse was a Negro. In today's world, we are not supposed to use the term Negro as it is considered to be derogatory. But Jesse himself has used this word in his story. Jesse was very angry about Hitler's ways, and he was determined to go out there and really prove who was superior and who wasn't. He was so angry, and an angry athlete is an athlete who will definitely make mistakes. Jesse was no exception. On the first of his 3 qualifying jumps, he leaped from several inches beyond the takeoff board for a foul. On the second jump, he fouled even more. Was it for this that he had travelled 3,000 miles? He thought bitterly. He was totally dejected and depressed. He kicked disgustedly at the pit. Suddenly, he felt a hand at his shoulder. He turned around to find Luz Long. Luz Long offered him a firm handshake. He said, "Jesse Owens, I am Luz Long. I don't think we've met." He spoke English well, but with a German accent. Jesse said, "Glad to meet you," and then he tried to hide his nervousness and added, "How are you?" To which Luz said, "I'm fine. The question is, how are you?" At which Jesse said, "What do you mean by saying so?" "Something must definitely be eating you, because you are an expert broad jumper. Something must be definitely eating you. You should be able to qualify with your eyes closed." Immediately Jesse said, "Believe me, I know it," and he felt so good to say this to someone. For the next few minutes, they both talked. He did not tell Long what was troubling him, but Long seemed to understand his anger, and he took pains to reassure him. Although he had been schooled in the Nazi youth movement, he did not believe in the Aryan supremacy theory floated by Adolf Hitler. He was just an inch taller than Jesse. He told him, Why don't you draw a line a few inches in the back of the boat and aim at making your takeoff from there? You'll be sure not to foul, and you certainly ought to jump far enough to qualify. It doesn't matter what you do in the trials. What matters is tomorrow. Tomorrow is what counts. In the evening, Jessie went to Luz Long's quarters and they had a long talk for almost 2 hours where they discussed about track and field events, they talked about themselves, they talked about the world situation and many other things. The next day, both of them were present at the stadium for the final event. Luz surpassed himself, breaking his own past record. And in doing so, he pushed Jessie onto a peak performance. The minute he landed from his final jump, Luz was the first one to congratulate him because he had set the Olympic record of 26 feet 5 upon 16 inches. Despite the fact that Hitler glared at them from the stands not 100 yards away. Luz shook Jessie's hand hard, and from that moment onwards, their friendship was for keeps. Jessie said that even if someone would melt down all the gold medals and cups that he had, they couldn't be a plating on the 24-carat friendship that he felt for Luz Long at that moment. Their friendship lasted till Luz Long died in the Second World War at the age of 30. Now, coming to the title of the story. The title, My Greatest Olympic Prize, is absolutely appropriate because his friendship with Luz Long was the greatest prize that he won at the Berlin Olympics. The setting is in Berlin, Germany in 1936. The narrator, Jesse Owens, who was a participant at the Berlin Olympics, and the author, Jesse Owens, has written it in a simple, lucid style, accounting his experiences at the Berlin Games. It is a first-person narrative. Coming to the theme of the story, My Greatest Olympic Prize, depicts true sporting spirit. Despite being the opponent, Luz Long extended his hand of friendship. Luz was expected to beat Jesse in the finals. His friendship would definitely anger his leader Adolf Hitler. He paid no heed to it. He was ready to bear the wrath of his leader and gave crucial tips to his rival to avoid fouling. Luz Long exemplified the true sporting spirit. I am sure, students, you have understood the story very well. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye till we meet with the next video.